Hey everybody, it's Felicia Stitzel with Vintage Wine Marketing and welcome to today's Wine Wednesday. So today I'm going to be talking about getting to know your audience. And the reason why this is so important is because if you don't know who to advertise to, you don't know how to advertise to them. Obviously, as wineries, you know that your ideal demographic has to do with anybody who likes drinking wine, but how do you target those people on Facebook? Well, today I'm going to show you. This is actually a tool that you can get through your Facebook business, and you can see that all of these things, and actually I'm going to change this to be applicable to us. All right, so as you can see, I typed in wine demographics in the United States, and so you can see that 85% of women, big shock, on Facebook like wine, and 15% of men on Facebook like wine. But it gets even crazier. You can go in and you can see their relationship status. You can see their education level. You can see job titles and industries. You can see what they compare to. All of these things. The amount of information that you are able to see is amazing. Then you can go in and see the amount of page likes, comments, shares, device users. This is a big one if you're doing any kind of promotions of any kind. That way you know whether or not to be doing desktop and mobile, desktop only, mobile only. Then you know what kind of devices to use. So that way if you wanted to target people who are just using iPhones because of some program that you were using for your winery that only worked with iPhones, this would be something to do, is target people who just use iPhones. Then you can go through to page likes. You can see what other categories your people are liking. So that way when you're going through and you're targeting people and building ads for people, you'll be able to see what other interests you can target because you know that your same demographic likes these pages. So that I think is super cool. So I just want to be able to share this because I think that it's so important that if you don't know who you're marketing to, you're not going to be very good at marketing. Another tool that I like to use is called Keyhole. I pulled up my own information for this just because it's easier. And Keyhole, it actually tells you the average number of people who like your page, engagements, likes, comments, shares. You can get through the same information through Facebook, but it's also nice to have, especially since it's free, it's also nice to have an outside analytic information. So that way you know that the data is actually correct. You know, I can see which post was getting the most information. I also can see, this is a really cool feature that you can't see on Facebook, is you can see how many characters in your messages gets more attention. So as you can see here, people like it when, or they're appreciating when I add more to the story. You know, I'm giving them more information, more details, more of everything, because people, especially millennials, they really like having and understanding a story. So I give them a story. I talk about the wines that I'm trying, where I'm at, why I'm there. All of these little details, they add into a story, and you can see that the more characters I have in each post, I'm actually getting more attention by a lot. Then you can see the optimal posting time. This is also really important because even if you're scheduling your information way out in advance, you're going to be able to see when is the best time to post, because you're going to be able to use that information to see when is the best time to post that information, because that way you're not kind of grasping at straws and see which one works best. You can actually gain the data, see what time of day each day is best to post it, and then whatever that time is, schedule your post to a half hour before that, so that way it has enough time to be seen, and by the time that these guys are on their cell phones for lunch, you're actually going to be able to capture their attention because it's already there. So that's my little tip for this week's Wine Wednesday, is about audiences, knowing your audiences, and how do you find the information for your audiences. I'll check in with you guys later, and tune in next week for more tips and tricks of the trade.